The 2024 Best Groomed Mustache in the Nation belongs to Josh Quinny. This week, we sit down to chat about how he captured the title and what he does to maintain his award-winning stash.
Let's pour the coffee.
Top of the mustache to you, and welcome to another episode of Mustaches and Coffee. Where the topic goes, nobody knows. I'm Isaac.
Hey, I'm Ben.
And we're glad to have all you mustache and coffee lovers with us. And joining us this week, as we mentioned, we have a special guest. We have with us Josh Quinny. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank y'all so much for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, glad to have you on. Killer stash.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Been working on it quite a while now.
Yeah, you're rocking it. We are just absolutely honored to have you on because, again, we're Mustaches and Coffee. So we're just so excited to have an actual award-winning mustache with us. So we're gonna be picking your brain a little bit on what you do to get it up to that award-winning status. But before we jump into it, I got to ask again. In the past, I forgot, but I got to just throw it out there. How are you doing, Ben? Before I forget.
Oh, good. I got a haircut recently. So that's my big thing for the weekend. Got a new couch. My wife's in-laws or my wife's grandparents just gave us a new couch. So it's very nice leather reclining couch. So I'm kind of spoiled right now, but that's all I got going on. Haircut and a couch.
You sound like such an adult. Haircut and a couch. It's the little things to be excited about. Well, that's great to hear. Well, before we jump into it, just a reminder, be sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notify bell, so you'll be up to date on all things Mustaches and Coffee. So let's get into it. We're so excited to have with us the special guest. So maybe we'll start from the beginning. I'm very curious. Have you always had a really good mustache, or is that something you kind of had to work on over time?
Yeah, I mean, I've been growing my mustache out for coming on 11 years now. So I believe I started growing it in about 2014. And my first competition ever was in 2017. And it just happened to be the world championship that came to
Wow.
Austin, Texas.
Wow.
That's awesome. Yeah. That
Yeah.
I could tell you've got the years on it, but that's just really cool that you're able to put that on the world display. That's so cool.
Yeah, that was my very first competition ever. I was a bartender at that time, and my bar regulars really encouraged me to go. I worked in Round Rock, Texas, and we were just down the road from Austin, of course. And they really encouraged me to go. And I didn't think I had a shot in the world, and I came out with sixth place. And that was my very first competition ever in the world. And I met the coolest people, and I've been doing it ever since.
Awesome. That's so cool.
That's amazing. So, I do have to ask, what is your daily mustache routine? I'm sure that probably takes hours, maybe, to get it to curl.
Right now, I mean, it's a pretty simple process. I just get out of the shower and just comb it out and give it a little beard balm and mustache wax like that, just a slight little bit. And this is kind of how I wear it every day. On competition day is a completely different story. Put all kinds of product in it and stuff like that to get it to look how I want on competition day. And it because I do best groom mustache, of course, and it just goes into making it just look really nice and neat and tidy.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Maybe for some people it does take more time, but it seems like that's a nice natural way that it comes for you. But you mentioned different competitions. So what is some of your past titles? Because right now you have the current, as we mentioned, best groomed in the nation. But what are some past awards you have and any competitions you have plans to enter?
So I've done the last six national championships in the United States, starting back in 2019. That being my first national title for best styled mustache or best styled handlebar mustache in the nation. 2020 was online. I got second place that year for the same title. 2021 was in Scranton, Pennsylvania. That was where I got first place for best groomed mustache destination. That was my first best groomed. 2022 was Casper, Wyoming. I lost to one of my good friends there. And then 2023 was in Daytona. I reclaimed the title. And then this was the first year that I reclaimed my title, kept it, and it was in Everett, Washington, headquarters of the Funko, uh,
Oh,
pop heads and stuff like that. This is the first time I've ever repeated. I've done 2 world championships. I did 2017 in Austin, Texas, and then in 2019 I went to Belgium, Antwerp, Belgium. And so I've done 2 world championships. I did miss the last one that was in I believe Berghaus in Germany. And then 2025 I plan on going to for future competitions. Definitely the world championship is going to be back here in the United States at Pittsburgh, and that will be July 4th weekend. So I definitely plan on that. And anybody listening, anybody can go. You don't have to qualify. You just go and
hmm.
register, and you can come home you can come home a world champion for that
Oh
one.
wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
and anybody can go. You don't have to qualify. So those are the ones I've done. Small competitions all over Texas mostly. Yeah, I think mostly all my small competitions have been in Texas because there's ones in Fort Worth, Dallas. One of my good buddies runs one down in LaGrange, Texas. And I actually did go and win that one last year. I didn't think I had a chance, but pulled that one off. And yeah, it's been a whirlwind, and plan on keep keep doing it for the most part. Definitely have an end goal. Um, but so far, never thought I'd be a national champion. So I'm like, it's just amazing to me that I can even call myself one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, is there any products you recommend to get your stash all to curl?
Well, of course, one of my favorites is Death Grip. That's one of my main people that support me in all this. They really help out and give me all the products that I need to look like freaking competition ready and stuff like that. And it's ran by one of my good buddies. We've actually competed against each other pretty much for the past 4 years, and he is the owner of Death Grip and Vintage Grooming, and they pretty much supply me with everything I need as far as the mustache goes.
Great.
But I'm always down to help out others and stuff, and he's always encouraging small businesses and people to be their best, and in every foot of life. And so I'm always down to help people out and give them a hand or test other products out and things like that. It's always been really fun to me to do that kind of stuff and even be in the position to where I can.
It's great.
Nice.
Yeah, have that set up. I'm sure that really helps in your competitions. And
Yeah.
it got us intrigued now because you're saying anybody can enter those competitions, at least the one that you were mentioning there. So maybe a question to throw out to you is, as title holder, I'm curious, what's a tip or something you would recommend for someone if they were going to enter some kind of competition like that?
Like I said, I mean, the very first one that I ever entered was the world championship, and I didn't think I had a chance. And there were 23 competitors in the category that I went into, and I got sixth place. And it's like, it's all down to the judges that are there. I mean, I got to judge the beard categories of this year's nationals and did not even think I was going to be a judge. They asked me when I got there if I was interested in judging the beards, and I thought it was a great honor because it was kind of on my beard bucket list to be a judge. So I got to have a part in this year's actual like everything. It was amazing. But yeah, I mean, just grow your grow your mustache out, grow your beard out. It doesn't matter. There's several different categories. There's like 6, 7 different mustache categories. There's best groom mustache. There's styled handlebar mustache, English mustache, dolly mustache. You got freestyle mustache, which is where people go all kinds of crazy and do kinds of crazy stuff. And then there's natural mustache, which is to me, natural and handlebar, those are like, two of the most prestigious titles to grab. And because of the natural mustache, if you just have like that one that's just like no product in it, whatever, and you just win it, like you're like, dude, you have the number. Like to me, like, oh, I just wish I could grow one of those crazy things that just takes over my face. This one, I mean, I guess it does, but just not like some of the stuff I've seen is amazing. But yeah, you just got to go and just try. I mean, my little brother grows great facial hair, and he can't believe that I'm a national champion. And I just tell him all the time, just come
Yeah.
beat me on stage. So, and I see people every single day. I'm just like, man, if they just showed up to this last national championship, I wouldn't even be a national champion. It's crazy how many amazing mustaches and beards you see just in everyday regular life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
So if the
awesome.
national championship is coming to your city across the nation, like I don't even know where it's going to be next year. We haven't named it yet. Like just go. You can be a spectator, you can join, and like I said, you got a small beard, you got a big beard. There's 3 to 6 inches, there's 6 to 9, there's 12, there's 2 feet. Like there's a
Wow.
category for almost every single thing. So like you just gotta go. You never know.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, a few years ago, I was actually driving down the street, and there was a car that passed me, and everybody in the car had different sort of facial hair, whatever going on, and the bumper sticker said mustache and beard competition or something. They were heading somewhere, so that was pretty awesome
Oh,
to see.
I believe it. Yeah, I'm part of the Austin Facial Hair Club. I've been part of Austin Facial Hair Club since 2019. They're an amazing group of people. We throw our competition every February in Austin. It's called Come and Shave It. That's what we do, and that was one of the first competitions that I ever won. And I met all those guys and girls. We've got guys and girls. We've got whiskerina categories, everything like that. So it's for women and men like that. But I met them in 2019, actually 2017, 2019. I've been a part of them, and we're a really big part. And they travel very well, like Daytona, and then Everett, Washington. We always have a big presence. Austin Facial Hair Club, so we like to represent Austin and Texas and stuff like that. And then it's just pretty cool group of people to be a part of.
Yeah.
I did have a more of a funny question. So since you're now a national champion, did you have to take out an insurance policy on your mustache?
I've thought about it. You never know. It's one of those things. Someone could bump into me. I could lose some hairs. You know what I mean? And those things could be this could be very valuable. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So maybe it's something I should look into. I don't know if y'all know the best mustache insurance company. Let me know.
I don't know. Maybe we should start
Yeah,
our own insurance there, Ben.
I
You're
mean,
getting the
the peop
ideas turning.
Yes.
yeah, I say Liberty Mutual is the Liberty. Yeah, those guys are the ones that have the guy with the mustache and stuff. So
Right.
There you go.
maybe they cover it best, but I don't know.
I maybe something to look into, but, if not, we'll that's something we can put on our bucket list, Ben, start our own mustache insurance. That might
Yes,
be something we can really capitalize on if there's a demand for it.
Yeah,
So, good to
yeah,
know.
for sure.
yeah. I'm looking for the lowest deductible with the highest coverage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
I wonder if we have to do the coverage by the hair. That'd be the only thing,
yeah,
how do
Yes.
we
yeah.
Oh no, I lost one.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know how many I've got in here, but it
Yeah.
could be. They could be pretty valuable.
Yeah. I'll have to get the details worked out later, so
For sure.
Mhm.
well, that's kind of the questions that we have in terms of what your mustache has accomplished and what your, future endeavors are, but we like to do here on Mustaches and Coffee, if I can speak here, is ask questions for you personally, and what those are called is universal questions. We do it rapid fire style, so I'm gonna spin it over to Ben. Go ahead and take it away.
All right. You ready for this?
I think so.
Okay. It's simple. So, if you could have any superpower, what would you have?
Mm, probably flight. That'd
Light?
be cool. Hmm.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Cake or pie?
Pie. Not a big icing fan.
I'm right there with you. Batman or Superman?
Superman. The flight thing again.
Light
Mm,
thing.
that makes sense.
Awesome. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
I've been becoming a dark chocolate fan over the years.
Nice. What cartoon character would you like to hang out with?
Oh man, that's a good one. Uh, let's see. How about Archer?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a lawyer, or I don't know if I've ever watched
No,
it before, or what
no,
am I thinking?
like the spy Archer. Maybe
Oh yeah.
I don't know. That's just the top one off of my head. I watch a lot of cartoons, so maybe
There
some.
you
I'll
go.
look at that one later and be like, maybe someone else. But he sounds fun.
So this one's very biased. So because you are a national champion, you probably would pick yourself. What is your favorite mustache?
What's my favorite
Yeah,
mustache?
either style or character or
So, yeah, I was recently asked this question. I think my favorite mustache character of all time is uh, gonna be Wyatt Earp in Tombstone. Yeah, like
oh
the
yeah,
1992. I think it's 1992
yeah.
when that came out. Kurt Russell. I think he has some of the freaking most amazing facial hair. That movie in particular is like a mustache iconic movie. Doc Holliday, Johnny Ringo. You got Sam Elliott.
Mhm.
All of those guys, or even like the bad guy. I can't remember his name right now. That's always wearing red. The head of the Cowboys,
Yeah.
he's rocking like a sweet mustache. That movie's just iconic. But yeah, probably Kurt Russell. When in Wyatt Earp, man, he grows all of his own facial hair in every single movie that he does. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
That's cool. That's a
Yeah,
great pick. And like you said, that movie is just full of. I wonder if they just were like, nope, we need to see your mustache growing out first before we give you the role. So
But
yeah,
no.
yeah. I think that's one of the most iconic mustache movies of all time.
I agree. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
many there. Somebody just
Games Gangs of New York. Daniel Day Lewis does a pretty freaking good job too.
he's got a good mustache too. We
Yeah.
we had a bracket style mustache. I think he just barely didn't make it, but that was one that we were trying to get him on. So I don't know if we do an updated one, he might have to be reconsidered because I do
Better
Yeah,
think
win
he
but
this
has.
I'm telling
time.
you, look at all the Kurt Russell movies. He's grown all of his own facial hair. In all of his movies, he's done like chop styles, beard styles, and his mustache is just amazing. I think he actually cut across the middle for Tombstone a little bit. Like,
Ah,
oh, just yeah,
he's
incredible.
got it.
And his character's like awesome in that movie. So you know,
It just goes
Nice.
but
along with it. Yeah. Yeah, I agree
for
with you
sure.
on that. Well,
Mhm.
we've asked you what your favorite mustache is, so you might see this coming. We have to now ask you what's your favorite coffee?
My favorite coffee? Oh man, what is it called? That probably like the ones that you can get off the shelf is probably Death Wish. I believe that's what they're called. Those ones are pretty freaking awesome. And then if you're I'd probably go some of the Black Rifle coffee brands are pretty cool. But I'll grab something off the shelf all the time. I have this local shop here called HEB, and they have all their own coffee products and everything like that. And they're one of the best grocery stores in all the land. If you know anybody from Texas, and I'll just grab something from them all the time. We've got San Antonio blend, Houston blend, Dallas blend, Austin blend. Like I'll grab those all the time. And I like to grind my own coffee. I do stovetop espresso, or I do
Ooh, nice.
French press pretty
Very
much all the time. And anytime that I end up drinking something out of like somebody's like push press, it just
Yeah.
not to be a snob or nothing. They just don't hit the spot,
No,
you know.
Oh
we're
yeah.
But
with you on
yeah,
that. Very nice one of the picks there.
but
Yeah.
but y'all host this thing, so which ones should I try if I didn't name them?
Well, I was going to say those are good picks because we've heard a few people recommend those that you talked about. And I think if it's the Death Wish one, that has one of the more higher caffeine content for
That one's one of the ones that's it's ridiculous. Yeah,
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
get you.
They'll
So
get
if you
more
you need
hair in your mustache.
Yeah,
That's
that'll help.
it, put it on your mustache or on your chest, either way, it'll
Well,
help you grow hair.
That's right.
So
This is actually hair. This isn't a shirt.
it was from the Death Wish coffee. There you go. That's
Yeah.
another side effect of it.
Mhm.
So, well, that was all of our questions. That was the rapid fire. So you're off the hot seat for now, anyway. I'm sure you'll have, being the title holder of Best Groomed Mustache, you're gonna still be asked so many questions. But we're so happy to have you on. We can't thank you enough for joining
Yeah.
and putting up with our antics, but having a fun time. We really enjoyed having you on.
Thank you very much. It was a great time. Thank you.
Yes,
Glad to have you.
awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up, but before we do, we'll move into our last segment.
Last drop.
Brought to you by Contempa-Roast Coffee and Roastery. Visit our store or our site at contempa-roast.com today.
Take it away, Ben.
An Ontario band just broke a world record for the deepest concert underground. The band, called the Miners and Sons, played a set at 8,086 feet below sea level. The drummer says, quote, "This mine has spent 68 years taking rock out of that place and then spent one day bringing it back. So, of course, they had to play rock music. I'm just glad that they found a long enough extension cord." That's what I got.
Oh, that's a different one. Have you ever been to a concert underground, Josh?
No, I don't think so.
I hope they were good. Maybe that's the whole reason you're going to play in this cave.
I'm trying to think, like,
Yeah.
is it acoustic? Is it like good sound down there or something?
I think
I'm
it's
trying to-
the great acoustics, just like in Step Brothers, where he's like, "It's not the right acoustics. Don't want to wake up Robert and Nancy." Just hilarious. Yeah.
It could be that. Yeah, that's my only guess anyway. So,
Yeah.
Like a
well,
silent disco, maybe it's to keep it the sound down.
yeah.
Could be.
It
Could be.
could be as loud as you want. That is true, being that far underground. So, but okay. Well, maybe there'll be a concert coming near you soon. So, thank you for that, Ben.
You're welcome.
So, well, yeah, and be sure, if you have any stories or any fun things like that, be sure to message us. We'll be sure to share that also up on our last drop segment. So, before we wrap things up, though, this is kind of a spotlight for you, Josh. If people want to find you, what's some social platforms or links for people to look up?
Yeah, I'm just a Q_Stachio on Instagram and TikTok. Those are my main ones that I do any mustache stuff on. So if they want to follow me for that kind of content and what I'm up to as far as that goes, that's my main thing.
Great. And be sure to, you mentioned those competitions. We'll keep an eye out for you. We'll be cheering you on, and hopefully you can win the title for the world next. We'll be looking out for that. And we'll post also some links for you too. You mentioned the death grip. If ones are interested in that, I'm sure that would help their cause if they want to enter a competition. So,
Oh
be
yeah.
sure-
He was this Death Grip was one of the main sponsors of the National Beard and Mustache Championship this year. So
there you
they're
go.
doing they're doing awesome things. for
Great.
sure.
Yeah, so be sure to check them out if that's something you're looking for, to get your stash more stylized, and you can be just like a title holder like Josh. But with that, also, we want to make sure we do our due diligence. So, Ben, where can people find us?
Yeah, so we're on YouTube, like was mentioned before. We would love for you to subscribe to us. We have content coming out constantly. And ring the bell notification. That way you know when our recent episodes are coming out. And we're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X at Stash and Joe. And like was mentioned before by Isaac, if you have a funny last drop segment, email them to us at mustachesandcoffee@yahoo.com. We may end up using that. That's how you get a hold of us.
Yep, that's great. And we just had a big announcement here recently. We have our own online store. So if you want to get a hat, a shirt, and even our own coffee, Mustaches and Coffee, be sure to check out our online store. We'll have the links in the description for you there. So again, we have to thank you so much, Josh. We had such a fun time. We really had a great time, and it was great to kind of learn more about your experience. But you're welcome back anytime. Like we said, we're going to keep an eye on your competitions and see how you do.
Thank y'all very much again for having me, and look forward to it in the future.
Great.
Sounds good.
So that'll do it here for now. But as we always say, don't bash the stash.
I need espresso for the depresso.
Goodbye, everybody.
Let's pour the coffee.
Yeah, let's do